back to my channel. Good morning, vlogsters. Today we have 2 coffees. So here's what happened. Jim made my coffee this morning. I took a shower. Today was shower day. I had an appointment. My appointment was at 1 o'clock. So I woke up kind of late, headed into the bathroom, got ready for my shower, finished cleaning some stuff that I was cleaning yesterday. I know, don't push yourself. Took my shower, my aide came. I had already gotten ready to start my shower. And she came in and redid the bed and everything, which was fantastic. I then got dressed, came in, was going to have coffee. We were working on some stuff. I changed my nose ring. I changed my cartilage piercing. The one that I had was just a little too snug and it kept squeezing. And then of course it squeezes, makes it more swollen, and then it makes it tighter, and it's just like this never ending vicious cycle. So my sister Alicia said, get these bull bars, these barbell things. And I was like, okay. So I think that was the clickers. Oh, I could take this off. I had my port. This is very dark. Hang on a second, guys. I don't know why. Okay. Sorry about that. The screen was very dark. I couldn't see myself. Today I had port flush. Well, it's obvious, right? Today I had port flush and blood draw, and I knew it was fasting blood draw. So I got my coffee this morning, but I didn't drink any of it. And I drank my water, and she said she had to do like 6 or 7 salines because I was so, what she called dehydrated. And I was like, maybe because I had the diarrhea. I don't know. I had Gatorade Zero to like combat the electrolyte loss from diarrhea, but I didn't increase my water intake. I have, you know, my water intake is pretty high, but I was sweating profusely because you guys might be proud of me or might not be. I don't know. But today, for the first time, I was back in my rollator, or first time all year. I walked from the car to the elevator. I sat in the elevator, really more for balance than anything. But also to give me a break, you know, because breaks are needed. And then I started to walk from the elevator to the doctor's office. I stopped about halfway and I sat down and pushed myself the rest of the way. And then I got into the doctor's office. I got out of the rollator, sat in a chair. We were talking. Everybody was like so excited to see me in the rollator and walking and not in a wheelchair and not with a brace. It was very, very fun. It was a very, very fun appointment. And I got to talk to this really nice lady. Very, very sweet. I just had like a really good visit. And then I had gotten there last couple of times. It's not a complaint, it's just an observation. Last couple of times he was running late. Like later, and I kept apologizing. Today, of course, I was running late and he was right on time, so it figures. And I felt bad because Jim had an eye doctor appointment at 2 o'clock, and he was kind of like concerned that was he getting dilated. He had to find out. He left a message. Nobody called him back until like almost 12:30, which I guess isn't a lot when your appointment's at 2, but the fact that we had to leave at 1 o'clock or be there for 1 o'clock. So we didn't get there till 1:30. We really were supposed to be there at 1:15. Sorry, which means we have to leave here at 1, but we didn't leave here until 1:15. So we got there at 2:30, and by the time I got up to the room or whatever, it was just, they were like ready to take me. I was just sitting for a few minutes, and then the nurse came out and got me. My weight is down a little bit, which is double score. I forgot to start the exercise portion of my watch. My watch has the activities on my watch. Let me show you. Hold on. Sorry. The activity on my watch has, I don't know if you guys are used to seeing this, but let me just show you real quick. So it's got 3 rings. The outer ring is, the inner ring is mobility. Basically, I'm standing, my standing time. The green ring in the middle is my exercise, and the outside is my moving. Just like straight up moving or whatever. So green is standing. I don't know. One of those. All I know is the exercise is the little green one in the middle. But I have to actually start the workout portion of the watch to get any recognition. And of course I forgot to start it. I'll remember next time. So I lost that on all those extra steps. I was like, man. But it counted me walking as activity. So the green activity circle is like triple closed. It's the exercise one that I'm trying to always work on. I forget, like when I'm doing my workout, they have like, even for core exercises, they have like press for core exercises, press for water, like swimming, all these things. Okay. All that to be said. So I didn't even have a sip of coffee today, which I will now. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Good morning. Nope, wrong one. This is the iced coffee. That's why I started to tell you from yesterday. Hold on. Good morning. Good morning. I have a white filling in this front tooth, and sometimes I feel like it's gonna go. Sorry. I'll be right back. That's better. Thank you. I was like, I just had lunch and I had some lettuce. So I found out that in a taco power bowl, I don't know if it's because there's so much sauce going on in there. Like, I add red sauce. I always say take out the rice and the beans, add red sauce. I add 2 meats. So I usually get ground, the taco meat, and I usually get steak. Or if I'm in the chicken mood, I get the chicken. I used to love the shredded chicken. That was my favorite. They stopped making that. So I get chicken, or I get beef and steak. And then lettuce. And then I, you know, like I tweak the spices. I don't get the cheese sauce, just the shredded cheese and stuff. Anyway, I was able to eat the lettuce. I was so excited. And it really was. Like, I decided to blend it all today. Because when you get a power bowl at Taco Bell, there's like lettuce here. But we ended up stopping because Jim was running late. Of course, it's nobody's fault, obviously, but the infusion center was running a little behind for my port, and then she had difficulty flushing my port, so she didn't even take us in until 10 after 3. And then when she did take us in, she had a lot of difficulty flushing my port. So I actually had to like lay back in a recliner after all that. So then I got everything. I got my shot. No Band-Aid needed for the shot. I got my port flush, which I can take this off now. It's actually coming loose. There's no blood return there, which is great. I got my blood drawn. And he's scheduling me for the scans. Yeah, that's what we were hoping for. And I said, I know it's been only 3 months on treatment, and I know, but it's been 6 months. It's been almost 6 months since scans. 5 months since scans now. Actually, because it was like January 3rd. So it's been 5 months since scans, and I'm like, I just want to make sure that we're going in the right direction. Whether it's stable, shrinkage, I just want to make sure there's no new growth. I want to make sure everything's okay with my gut, because, you know, I told him about my gut and my back. So I just want to make sure everything's okay. So that was that. Everybody in the office was so excited to see me in the rollator. So then I went stopped at the scale, and then I went to the back room. She's like, I'm sorry, the room's in the back with you always. I was like, it's okay. I was like, I can get my steps in. So then I sat in a chair, checked my blood pressure. My blood pressure was really high, but I expected it because I was in a bit of discomfort. I was in a little bit of pain, and I was exhausted. But I still did it. I still could say I did it. Then I left. Then I walked out the doctor's office. I stopped halfway because the doctor orders like 2 tubes. Camp Lejeune? No, I don't know anybody who went to Camp Lejeune. Anyhow, so then on the way back, so anyway, he does 2 vials of blood work. He checks like the blood levels, basically my, what do they call it? CBC and the other one. And then my primary had ordered the A1C hemoglobin and the TSH to check my thyroid. With all of the stuff going on, your thyroid could get affected. And because I gained so much weight so fast without really changing my diet. I mean, I watch my 500-pound life. I know how many calories I would have to eat to gain this much weight this fast if nothing else was going on. And I am nowhere near eating that many calories. Even even with my low carb shakes once every other day. Like, let's just call a spade a spade. No, that's not happening. So even with Taco Bell, like I was eating Taco Bell when I was on full-blown treatment. It was harder. I would just eat like certain things, but I would be able to eat it. You know, it's not like I'm all of a sudden eating fast food. I just had different things before. Anyhow, I'm still eating low carb, keto, gluten-free, that whole thing. I'm not eating keto. I'm eating low carb and gluten-free. Doctor does not want me eating keto because of the fat. So watch out the keto foods because of their fat intake, and she wants me to be careful of what fat I'm taking in. Increase my protein and watch your fat is what she said, because keto products can tend to be a little high in fat because that's part of getting into ketosis. All of that to be said, I'm so like all over the place right now because that was my brain. And I was talking to the doctor, the oncologist, and I was like, my words are lost. And he goes, well, that happens when you get old. He goes, but you're not old yet. And I was like, I know. I was like, I know, doc. So, so he gets the 2 blood works, and then my primary ordered 2 blood works. And I was like, well, he said, go downstairs and get flushed and get the blood drawn. And I was like, well, I have to go down to the lab anyway. And he goes, what for? And I said, doctor, my primary, prescribed the TSH and the A1C hemoglobin. He's like, they can do that downstairs. And I was like, oh, okay. So I walked to the front and I waited by the front desk for the nurse to get the 2 vials for the other blood work and get the paperwork together. So I sat while I was there, and then I stood up and I walked all the way to the elevator, and I sat in the elevator again. And then when I got out of the elevator, I walked over to the desk because you have to get, well, I just took my bracelet off, but you have to get the bracelet at the reception desk. And she calls the infusion center and lets them know that you're there. And of course, that was what took the longest. It was like 11 minutes waiting for the infusion center lady, which normally is not. They must have had something going on, because normally they want you out of there, especially when it's late in the afternoon. Because they only work till like they make their last infusion appointment at 2:30. So anybody who comes like after is just like stragglers, and they try to be out of there. So I was like, this is weird, they're taking so long. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not saying it's anybody's fault, but the receptionist went in the back to dump out her soda, and then they came and got me. So I was wondering, almost like either there was like a misconnect or discommunication. So I don't know. But anyway, so we were running late. So then it was like 3:11. Like, we're still waiting to even go back there. And Jim's got to be to work at 4 o'clock. And again, it's like 7 minutes for him to get to work. So, and he still had to eat. And still had to change. And still we had to feed the cats. So I fed the cats. He just got me the food in the bowls, which was great. I fed the cats. I put the food by me. And I was like, I hope I didn't mess up, because they're by me. And you have to walk over them. And he's like, they don't mind me anymore because I'm their feeder or whatever. So that's really cool. Anyhow, after I got my bracelet, I went and I slid back. I rolled back to the thing. I said, there's nobody in the hallway today. I was like, I am tired. I've done a million trillion steps more than I'm normally used to. And then while I was in the oncologist's office, I was talking to the oncologist and his nurse. And I started to talk about how people are saying, like, you have to increase your stamina. I was like, but there is no increasing your stamina with kidney cancer or cancer treatment in general. If you're off treatment, you can increase your stamina all day and all night, but you never know. Like, I've said it, and she's agreed with me. She's like, absolutely. She's like, you never know when you're going to have energy and when the energy is just going to get sucked right out of you. And that's how I'm feeling. He's like, but everybody's like, oh, you look so good. And I was like, I actually feel really good. I did my nails. I did them myself. I bought this gray polish, like, I don't know, a Dollar Tree haul a million years ago. Jimmy actually went for me. That's how long ago this was. And then my nails all broke. Do you remember that? Like, after, like, when I was off treatment, my nails all broke. And I don't know if does chemotherapy help with brittle nails? I have no idea. But they're all, like, growing really, really nicely. And, you know, it was Halloween, but I liked the gray. And actually, I was kind of like, I bought these nail art brushes from Wish like a few years ago for DIYs. And I'm like, ooh, I could do nail art. I've got white. I could do like stars. I could do like Harry Potter lightning bolts. Like, I could really dazzle them up, you know? So anyway, but this is the color. It's from LA Colors. I think it's 207. Is that what it said before? 207. That's just my memory. I can't really see. Sorry. Yes, 207. And it doesn't have a name. Just says the number 207. But it's Color Craze nail polish with hardeners. And I had put on one coat yesterday to see if I liked it. And of course, not only am I blind, but you know, right now, that when you're a righty, the right hand's always the worst. But I tried to clean it up, and then what I do is I take a nail brush to my cuticles. I don't know, but I don't care. It'll wash away. Eventually around the skin. So that was fun to do with no vision. I kind of really like it. I have to tell you, first, I'm not gonna lie, I've always been like a French manicure kind of girl. Like, don't notice my fingernails. Don't notice my hands. But now I'm like, girl, doll it up. Maybe because the skin on my hands is the only thing that's like, you know, this skin is crepey, and I've got scars from the rashes, and rashes still going on my back, and scars down my leg. I said, maybe that because my hands aren't scarred any more than they were before the cancer. So stop, nobody's talking to you. But anyway, I really love it. And then this, my sister suggested like a barbell bowl on both ends. So I was telling her, like, the one that Jimmy got, it's like called a fake gauge, and it had a tree of life on the outside. The post was too short, and it was pinching my ear. And then it was causing my ear to swell, which of course was making it tighter, and then vicious cycle. So my sister said, get a barbell and get bowls. And this one has a tiny bowl on the inside. It's a whole set that I got because I wasn't sure which size would be better. And then we put a bigger bowl on the outside because I can't really manipulate that teeny tiny twisty. I can't see, so I'm doing it by feel, and I got so frustrated. You know what really frustrated me 2 nights ago? I told you that this has a pouch inside for this battery pack. Not battery pack, these control buttons. And when I took them out, I move it over to spot clean it. Like, I take the battery pack is loose. I move it over so I can spot clean it. And I had a dickens of a time trying to get it back in the other night, with the point where I was ready to throw it into the television set. I was so upset. I was like, what is going on, girl? Why couldn't you give me my sunflower sleeve? Just kidding. Yesterday, I asked for an iced coffee. And that's what that is. That's a cold brew with half and half. It was so good. But it was getting late, so I said, please save it. And then I just came in here for the night, really. And brought it in. So, because it is 4:30. Like, I'm just having my first cup of coffee now. I drank all my water today, which is good. Nobody's asking you anything. But she still said I was dehydrated. So, I know that caffeine is dehydrating. And to be honest with you, I could probably switch to decaf, like, or at least half calf, if that was the thing. It's not to, it keeps me up, but if it's dehydrating, then that's definitely something to consider. But I make sure I drink all my water, whether it's from the Circle, the mason jar, the big cup out there. I just make sure that I drink all my water, and I keep good measurements of it. So like 24 and 32, that's, 56. I got 56 ounces of water there, and then I got 64 ounces of water out there, and then occasionally I'll throw in a Circle. Like that one's 20 ounces and the other one's 32. So if I do like half of that one or 10, I just pay attention. You gotta pay attention to your water. Hydrate. But I guess I'm not doing enough. It could also be because I had the bout of diarrhea that I actually had issues like with the dehydration. So I mentioned that already. I did, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Might be time for me to go. Jim bought some clothes. When we purged last year, the year before last, I had 3 long sleeve shirts that had all shrunk this way. And they really weren't good to wear anymore. They were pretty, but if I can't pull them down, if I get like a draft up my back, like it's great to have long sleeve, but the snow is going up your back. So Walmart had 3 for $14.97, and one's black, one's white, and one's burgundy, and they're thin because I need a thin long sleeve. And they're sort of V-necks, like they don't come to a hard V like this, but you can see they do come to like a point, but like a rounded point. It's kind of cool. And I bought overalls. I bought coveralls. I did. They're so cute. They're stretchy. I can't wait to try them on. We basically opened that stuff right before we left, so I wasn't about to get undressed and redressed. And it was so warm out today, I'm glad I didn't. I said to him, I was like, I can't wait for it to be cold now so I can wear my overalls. My aide, I'm sorry. And I asked him the other day, I was like, can I get these clothes? And he's like, do you need them? And I was like, well, technically, yeah. I was like, I don't have any long sleeve t-shirts. Even like Fry Life ones, I don't have any long sleeve t-shirts. Because the long sleeve t-shirts always come with crew necks, and that's like, you know? And they also don't come in plus sizes, I don't think. Unless they started something new. They might have something new. I'll have to go look. It's been a while. And then he said, I said, well, and I've never had coveralls. And I said, I saw a lady my size wearing them the other day, and she just was the cutest. And the ones from Walmart, they were $27.99 or $28.99. My brain just farted. I think it's $28.99. And they already had a cuff on the bottom, which is so cute. It reminds me of my dad. Oh my gosh, am I having all the emotions now? If I wear it with a flannel shirt, I'll be just like my dad. I'll wear the overalls over a white t-shirt and then under a flannel. No. And then I got a couple of more things for the Christmas present box they delivered today. I'm not saying like I'm buying them today. I got them delivered today. So, I do want to tell you something that's kind of important for you to understand. I sincerely am sympathetic to people on a really tight fixed income. I have spent many years on a tight fixed income. Right now, I have a little extra each month. It's not a ton extra. And I do know the advantage of living in this house with my mother-in-law. It does help to split certain bills. That being said, I don't think we're paying all that much less than we would if we lived by ourselves. No, we're not paying anything less. We're paying a little bit more than if we lived by ourselves. We wouldn't have such a grand house, but we also wouldn't have to pay quite as much. But Jimmy's new job pays him a little extra. The September, October is always better months for me for YouTube because of all of my previous autumn videos. And so we were able to like, it's nice because you're able to like start getting a few things for Christmas here and there. So I got a couple of things put in the Christmas box, plus Mom's birthday is coming. So I got her birthday present already. And we'll take her out because she likes to go to Colton's for her birthday. And we'll see how she's feeling about that at the time. But the other thing that I invested in, and I hope it's going to end up being economical for us, is I invested in something called Javi, which I'm going to share in its own video, probably on the main channel. Javi is a coffee concentrate. There's a few reasons why I decided on Javi. It is a tiny bit more expensive per cup, like per cup of coffee. However, I don't necessarily like strong coffee, so I might be able to stretch that a little further than they say. And the other thing is, you get 30 cups of coffee in a glass bottle this big, as opposed to 30 K-cups that go in the landfill in the garbage. I know I do use my my fill your own K-cups because of that very reason, plus money. It's a lot cheaper to do that too. But asking Jimmy to do that for me is just, you know, it's just unimaginable. This Javi coffee concentrate, you can have hot or cold. Basically, you mix it. If you want just straight up coffee, you just mix it with water. You mix it with ice water for iced coffee. You mix it with hot water for hot coffee. Then it comes in flavors. You can do lattes because it's more like a thick. It's not espresso, but it is like a more concentrated coffee. I can't wait to try it. It actually just got delivered yesterday. And I'm pretty excited. Actually, last night. It wasn't even yesterday. It was like right before, like, we were in bed. So I'm looking forward to trying that, and I will share that with you in a video. Yeah, it just has so many more. Like, I won't have to. I still will run the Keurig for hot coffee because you need to get hot water out, you know. But I will work on the formulation and how do I like it and what do I like it mixed with, and you know, if you wanted to just do like put it in milk, if you want to just like make coffee milk, like you could do whatever. And I just think I'm excited to try it. It comes in different flavors, and I think I got a few different flavors. And they were having this big sale, 50% off sale, 40% off sale, excuse me. So I was able to really like stock up a little bit. And then again, I bought some for people for Christmas gifts. My sister, who doesn't watch this, is getting some decaf. My sister, who does watch this, may or may not get something. I don't know. I'm not telling you, Alicia. And the other thing is, I got a product to review. It's a jewelry subscription service, Women Empowered, and I can't wait to share that with you either. I just want to get really dolled up for it. Not like makeup and stuff, but like a nice shirt. I mean, my Joy, Grit, and Gratitude shirt. My Joy, Gratitude, and Grit shirt is actually really nice too, but I feel like I'm all exposed in my chestal area. Plus, I'm tired. But it's called Mint Mongoose, and everything about the company really resonates with female empowerment, and I love it. So I was excited to try it out, and I really do like the quality and stuff. So you'll see, I'll do an unboxing, and well, I'm not gonna lie, not that I like the quality. What I've seen on their website for the price and their reviews, because I haven't unboxed it yet. Now, the first package we got, I was away, and Jimmy opened it, and I was like, dude, what are you doing? He's like, I didn't know what it was. It's like Friendmail, and I was like, it's not Friendmail, it's a subscription set they asked me to review. But thankfully, they sent me the next month's box, so I'm able to like open a brand new package. Excuse me. Let me get some more water. I brought my water in here. Jimmy was leaving for work, and I was like, I'll bring this, this, and this. Can you bring this, this, and this? He's like, sure. I said, yeah, because I used all my steps already, and I'm tired. I got a cute fit today. I got on my little skirt and my Joy, Gratitude, and Grit shirt. And then, of course, my cute little Ashley Stewart shoes. I think they were like $4.99, right? They like got a little sparkle, the little beige sneakies with little lace on them. They're so cute. They're my special occasion shoes. Actually, to be honest with you, this is a dark gray skirt, and I was like, black shoes could go, light gray shoes could go, but I don't know. It's like so many colors. I was like, at least I have something that matches the t-shirt. So let me do that. And they're so cute, and they're very comfortable. And I like that they're full tongue, and they can stay on my feet. They're a little loose right now. I think as I got older, like most people's feet get bigger. I think mine are getting smaller in my old age. But let me see if I can't. So they're like a faux leather faux suede. That was what I meant to say. Because they have like, maybe like nubuck. We used to call it nubuck back in the day. And they're cute. They have like, they're open, but they're not really, because it's not like, it doesn't go through. It's lined on the inside. And they have just the cutest little amount of sparkle. Are they sparkling for you guys? Are they sparkling? So I'm not a huge sparkle girl, but that is just the perfect amount of glitz. And I have a skirt that I got from my Harry Potter party. I bought skirts for all of my Potter guests. I was telling them to bring a white shirt. I had ties, and I had skirts for everybody. So, and then t-shirts. So anyway, that's my fit for the day. Fit, aka outfit. And I've got a black fuzzy on my shoulder apparently, because I just saw it out of the corner of my eye. Would that be from the seatbelt? Where's that from? I don't even know. Anyhow, I love you. It's one of those, I'm just tired and punchy, and I love you so much. And if nobody's told you today that you love, please come by and hear how much I love you. Because guys, you really do make my life that much better. I really do. I appreciate everybody. And I appreciate all that you guys do for me. I do. I know you tell me that you appreciate me, but I appreciate you, and I want you to know that. Okay? All right. And as always, you take care. God bless, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Can't wait to when you get the scan scheduled. Can't wait to get the scan scheduled. I just have to get the insurance and then that whole thing and blah, 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 bye. I'm allowed to bend over, but I do still have that. Never mind. I did have the shoehorn here a minute ago. See, the problem here is not that I can't bend over, but I can't bend over in a convenient little space here. So let me try doing this one. This one's better anyway, because when my aide was helping me in the car, she started to close the door on my toe and it got like a scuff. So let's see if we can't get this shoe in my hand to share it with you.